Yo, what up? What
Lace
up? What up?
up, man.
Easy breezy. We call you. You know, I got a new name for you, Easy Breezy. I call
What's
you
that?
D. I call you DZ Gordy or Easy Breezy DZ Gordy, like Berry Gordy, because you made the Motown. The OSG is like Motown. So the way I roll, I'm gonna play the role of Smokey
So
Robinson. You
so
can
hold
call
on,
me
so hold
Lay
on. So wait a
Smoke.
minute. I was gonna say, so that must mean you smoky.
Yeah, I'm Smokey. I'm Smokey Robinson. You know what I'm
Smoky.
saying? You easy DZ Gordy, and I'm Smokey. Oh man, how you feeling, Easy Breezy? What's up, man? You working hard?
I'm good, Lays. I'm good. I'm good. Is that you or me? Is that you or me?
That I'm
Well,
good.
well, Lays, listen.
Yeah, man. Holla at
So
me.
so Lays, so I mean, I love your virtual background. What's
Yeah.
behind me is actually not the virtual background. I'm actually in the auditorium of the famous Akbar Cook and West Side High right now. I was
Oh, you
here.
want to you
I
want
was
a
hanging.
job? You want a job?
I'm
You
on the
working
job. I'm on the job, man. I'm out here hanging out with Ak
on
all day.
location? On location.
Yo, and the crazy part about all this stuff, Lays, is like, yo, we literally, with all the running around we did today, man, I literally got here 2 minutes before going live. So, yo, but we wasn't gonna let this stop us,
Yeah, but
man.
I know
So
you're gonna be
what?
on time, brother. Don't worry about it. I ain't never worried about it. Because I jumped off the bridge. I was like, I'm gonna jump off the bridge. When he get here, he gonna catch me. Don't worry about it. And just like I thought,
Absolutely.
DZ Gordy caught me. He's like, I'm here. Let's go. Let's rock. Let me tell you something, man.
Yeah.
I want to say something. I'm proud of the OSG family. First of all, I am proud of the new app we got out there. That OSG app is crazy. You can just click on it and just listen to this show. You'll hear this show. Hold on, let me talk to Future Lays. Yo, Future Lays. The app is dope. And be careful. Don't just be betting on any old Bitcoin, okay? I talk to you later. I had to talk to Future Lays real quick. Because I'm going to listen to this on the
Absolutely.
app. I'm going to listen to it on the app like in 3 or 4 days because that app is so fire. The off-school ground. Go to your iPhone. Go to your joint, your Google,
Google,
whatever that is.
Google Play Store.
Yeah, go Google Play. Go get the, it's beautiful. The media on there is great. It sounds great. It's crisp and easy to run through. And also, I want to shout out my whole OSG family because let me tell y'all something. This year, I've watched them all grow into entertainers, broadcasters. They're not just principals with principals no more, D.
So wait. So Lace, you wouldn't happen to be talking about the Avenger herself, April
April
Leon,
Leon.
who launched her first show earlier this week? Would you?
No, I ain't talking about just April. April blew the horns on them. I'm talking about April Leon, Queen Lioness, Dr. Riley, Akbar Cook, Principal Rahh. I'm talking about the whole crew, man. Like the crew is on fire. Woo! They busting. The crew is busting.
Lays, the meetup yesterday, man. Was the meetup fire yesterday or what, man? Who came through
Incredible.
yesterday to
Incredible.
holler? Who came through to holler at the
You know
principals yesterday on the meetup?
My man Ja Rule came through yesterday. It's murder. He came through and hollered yesterday. It was fire. Ja Rule came through, and like the thing about it was, I thought he was gonna come through and breeze in and out. Nah, Ja Rule came through like he's a really deep dude, and he's really about that work, about that life, about these kids, man. So if you're an entertainer and you want to get down with OSG, you can holler at me. I know a lot of y'all, but this is what it is. We got one rule. We'll give you some light, but you got to be about these babies. If you ain't about these babies, I ain't got to talk to you. I'm letting you know right now. Right, D? Right, D?
Absolutely, Lazo. Absolutely.
So what we got tonight, though? What we doing tonight? We still fighting? What we doing?
Absolutely. You know what? Again, I'm chilling right here at West Side High, right here in the auditorium. Like I said, I would not miss this for the world. So you already know, man. I right now, ladies, you know what? Let's just bring them in. You know what I'm saying? Let me bring in my guy.
Let me bring my man for the West Side because you already chose a side this week. I'm gonna bring the West Side Watts bully up in here. It's my man Principal Rahh, the bestseller. I get a little bit of the bestseller this week. This week I can rock with the bestseller on Amazon. I can go to the West Side this week. I can go. That's right. If y'all want to get it right, come on over to the West Side because we over here on Death Row. And Death Row, we don't play around.
You already know. What up, Uncle Lays? Uncle Lays in the building. What's the
Principal Rahh, man. Salute to you, family. We love what you're doing.
Hey, listen. You know what, Rahh? We family. I'm proud of you. You're always my brother and everything. But you know what? You said you set it off for us. You set off for the entire OSG fam what you did with that book. But you know what? I gotta bring in my brother from Newark, New Jersey. I gotta bring my man Akbar Cook in from West Side High. But Ak, when you come in, hey, Ak, when you come in though, Ak, what we gonna flex on them with a little something.
Yeah,
we gonna show them a little something real quick.
Lydia, take me off the screen right quick.
Yeah, take me. Yeah. So let me explain something. Hold on. So let me explain something before I bring my man back in here. Hey, Rahh, all I'm saying is, bro, you set something off. You started something, man, that you know what? You are a trailblazer. You're a trendsetter. But you know what? You know Akbar is never going to be outdone. And so I know once he comes and shows you what he got, I know the next time you got something for him. So, yo, Ak, if you ready to come back in, man, come bring Ak back in.
We back.
Come on, Ak.
Hey, man, listen. Yo, my boy Rahh is the bestseller on Amazon.
That's right.
He is the guy, no doubt about it. But you know our OSG team, you know how they say that first baby, you know what I'm saying? But that next that baby boy that come out next. Hey Rahh, this how
show
we coming.
Show him,
hey Rahh, this how we coming. This how we coming. Hey, Rahh, this how we coming, bro. Hey, Rahh.
Yeah. Yes.
Hey, Rahh, I ain't gonna show all the treats in there, Rahh, but yo, we got some goodies.
Show me everything.
Yeah.
That OSG glove.
Close that up. Hey,
that glove.
Hey, yo, close that up. Close that up.
I see. Woo!
Wow.
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 Hey,
wow.
Uncle Lay, I got it.
Wow.
And we got the bread here, you feel me?
Wow.
Hey, so, Lays, before we get out of here, man, I gotta shout out Rochelle Hines. Gotta shout out Rochelle Hines, who I basically reached out to a few weeks ago and said, Ro, we need the box. We need everything that needs to go in this box because the book is going to be a bestseller. But what we want to do is to continue to follow in the footsteps of our brother Amon Rahh and what he did. So this right here, what you show, hold up that box one more time, Akbar.
Hey, yo, that's fire.
That right there. Let me tell you something. If y'all are down with OSG,
open the box. Open the box.
And you are
going. Took that. Woo!
What's that?
Hey, close it up, Close it up.
I'm driving to Newark right now. I'm going to Newark. I need to get one right now.
I gotta say this. Listen, man. You know, the dimensions on that box look right, man. The dimensions on it's deep, the depth, the length, the height.
Yeah, we can fit April Leong shoes in here, man. For real.
And so before we get out of here again, this is gonna be what we do with OSG Publications moving forward. Thanks to you, Brother Rahh, that every time we put out a book through OSG Publications, we're gonna do it big just like that. And again, shout out to Rochelle Hines. Shout out to everybody who supported this, but wait until the whole thing drops, man. So again, Lays, I'm sorry I had to do it to you, man. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all for the cause. OSG. It's a team movement. That's what we talk about. Every time we set them up, we make sure we knock them down. First of all, Principal Rahh came out. Boom. Akbar Cook came out, boom. I'm expecting Principal Rahh to come back with that left hook. I know it's coming. I know it's coming.
I gotta get my shoulders right, man.
Yeah, I got you. Don't worry about it. That's what we talking about. The OSG team is real serious. That's right.
Absolutely, Lays, man. Again, so before we get out of here, you already know how we do, man. All revolutionary leaders. What what do they do, Lays? All the revolutionary leaders
focus on the love. OSG.
There you go, y'all.
Salute. Y'all know.
Congratulations in advance, fellas. Do y'all thing, man.
Yep. Holla at y'all.
Man. Man, you came in flexing. Woo! Hey, Ak, man, that box is fire, man. Rochelle hooked you up like that? Can you hear me?
Is that me or is that him? Is that me?
Can you hear me? I don't know, man. You there, Ak?
Yeah, I don't know if that's me or you. It look like I'm moving. I don't know if that's you. So one of us is going crazy. They ain't saying nothing in the private chat. Who is it? Which one is it?
I don't know.
Is it me or him?
I think I'm good over here.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
So talk. I don't know if it's me. I don't know if it's me or not. So start. Hey, Rahh, let's get to it while I work on my technical difficulties. If it's me,
yeah, man.
And you bringing our brother.
Yeah, listen. Hey, y'all, everybody in the chat. I got my brother with me today. If y'all been following me, if y'all don't know, we opened my school I was a founding principal 2017, opened my school 2018, y'all. And 2018, in our founding year, not even a full year, we had a teacher strike, right? We had a teacher strike in my founding year, y'all. And we were able to bring a new gymnasium sponsored by the Los Angeles Clippers. We was able to bring a farm sponsored by the Los Angeles Clippers. We was able to bring an entire new weight room sponsored by Planet Fitness. We were able to bring a financial literacy program partnered with the Bank of California to teach our students how to open up their checking and savings account and understand financial literacy with mutual bonds and stocks and all that great stuff. And it all came from, if y'all read my book, it came from a DM from Instagram connected with artists, activists, superhero Watts, my brother, somebody who just fight all day and all night for young people. And that's my boy, my brother, the superhero Watts. Let's give it up for my boy Watts Sticks. Where you at?
Hey, I'm in this thing, man. I'm in this. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, man. We can hear you. You probably out doing.
Hey, man, OSG energy is crazy. Like Bean said on a record back in the day, the blood pressure is boiling this time around. Like, yo, it's crazy, dog. Rahh, you already know. I'm happy to be here. And Ak, man, it's great to pull up on Ak, man. Like, this is family right here.
Yes, man. So listen, for those who don't know, introduce yourself. We got OSG family. We got people. Introduce yourself. Tell them what you're about.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Sticks, born and raised Watts, California, man. Think Watts in the building. Think Watts Foundation. Rapper, entrepreneur, activist. I'm here for the babies, as one said. You know what I mean? It's time to make people feel real uncomfortable with these movements. And we're going to do this for the next generation, man. We holding it down.
Can you also say, just tell a story a little bit on how we came across and the things that you have done and your mission with trying to revolutionize education as an activist and an artist?
Absolutely, man. Well, it all started from a DM, like you said earlier, man. You shot me a DM, said, man, I got a school. It was probably like not even a full year in, man. And you tried to deny me from coming to see these babies. You know what I'm saying? He was like, no, we not ready. We gonna hold it down. We gonna have you come through when it's ready. And I'm gonna lay the red carpet out for you. And I hit you with the, okay, cool. And then obviously people don't back up what their word is. Their word isn't valuable because people will say they'll do something and they don't do it. And usually that's what happens a lot of time, especially when it comes to education. So, I remember we had a conversation. You took it as like, yeah, right, he ain't coming. And one day I just pulled up, man, and we did a walkthrough on the campus, man, and I seen all of the possibility. I seen the field. There was nothing happening with it. I seen the fitness facility, and I was like, nothing's happened with it. The gym, people don't even realize that indoor gym is where the Drew League started. Yes. All of the top players way back in the day started in that gym. So I was like, we got to do something with that, man. And when I seen what type of person you were, Rahh, and I seen how dedicated you were towards uplifting our people and bringing true resources and opportunities and producing real economic development for our community. And then you just happen to be from Compton and I'm from Watts, the hub of the dub, for those who don't know. It was a no-brainer for me, man. And so I wanted to do everything I can to make sure I lend something to the community and to help you and support you everything what you're doing.
And you know, not only that, Sticks, you know, for those who don't know, he's the founder of the Think Watts Foundation. Could you explain a little bit on what Think Watts is and why that's so important for activists, artists to do something, to have a nonprofit that supports their community? Go ahead.
Absolutely, man. It's important. I mean, we're talking about an underserved community, low income, underprivileged, disenfranchised, all of those words that they give us when you come from an area like that. It's very rare where you have spirits that are developed and born to lead come into those areas. But there's a history of individuals leading that area, the areas like that, you know. And with Think Watch Foundation, man, we've done everything from, you know, food drives to rental assistance to health fairs to we're creating financial literacy for LAUSD. We're actually building the curriculum as we speak. And when I say we, I mean I couldn't do it without Rahh, myself as well. We're literally building, it's going to start in the 8th grade, and it goes money management, then 9th grade credit building, 10th grade introduction to stocks, 11th grade introducing buying and selling real estate, 12th grade a recap of everything, but also adding in entrepreneurship setup. What's a 501c? What's a nonprofit? What's a LLC, et cetera, S Corp, et cetera. And we want to equip these babies with the information that they need to truly get a leg up on trying to develop something for themselves or develop some type of, try to build true equity, because that's really what it's all about. If you don't, the financial inequities are always should always be the number one conversation when it comes to disenfranchised areas and underserved communities. So, you know, we're working on things like that. We got a youth soccer club. We got, man, you know, every week there's something. Like tomorrow we out in Watts, and what I did was I purchased products from all woman businesses, and I'm putting them into a gift box, and I'm handing it out to the community. We spent a few $1,000s on just supporting women in business, and we're putting that together and we're distributing it to the community. So it's always something.
Yeah, you know, and I really think Sticks, as an artist, as an activist, you really have been a trailblazer in regards of setting the framework off of what a public and private partnership should look like, especially out here on the West Coast. I'm always a big component of a public-private partnership in regards of principals, activists, people that's in whatever industry to adopt schools, similar to what Dame Dash is doing and OSG is doing with Westside with new studios, new building of infrastructure. That's public-private partnership. So I think you're a trailblazer when it comes to this. I think it's important for other activists and other people to look at that mold. Hey, listen, also, man, you know, me, you, and Ak, we all connected well before OSG. I don't know, Ak, you remember we was up like hours on the phone talking and
man, look, I was in the studio when I seen what Ak was doing over there, and I hit Rahh like, yo, we gotta get at Ak like ASAP. I literally walked out of the booth, called Rahh, and was like, hey, how you doing? So I'm in the hood, man. People showing that love, my bad. So so I remember us getting on three-way and calling Ak, and we seen the washer and the dryer at the school and just everything they was doing. And I'm like, you know, we ain't been on Oprah yet, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got to that level yet, you know, but we were just so enthused and hyped about a king out there on the East Coast doing this thing for these babies, and Rahh embodies the same type of energy. So my thing is, I wanted to try to not only bring everyone together, but also figure out a way that we could come together and build a community within self. And it just so happened that OSG kicked off. You know, it's crazy how the universe works. And then y'all are both a part of that. I'm just happy to see it all come into fruition. And I'm thankful even though, you know, you, Rahh, and especially you, Ak, like both of y'all are two kings kings of in this universe we call a castle. I'm honored to know y'all.
Man, huge.
Nah, and it was love. So when Sticks came through, it was like who this blue check in my DM? Like, what's going? Let me find out. So that's what caught my eye. I seen the blue check. I'm like, okay, let's build. We hopped on a three-way like we grew up together, man, and we just was talking about taking over the world, man, like trying to bring out lights on out there. My boy Watts, he already on some. He was talking about some Tesla stuff. Like, we still got some stuff hidden in the back. We ain't about to tell y'all yet, but nah, we've been working. But yeah, man, that's how it all started. It was organic. So when Dennis brung the OSG through, I said, we got to go over to Compton and get my boy that got that school in Watts. And it's been all love. So Watts, I see your grind. I see you out there. You know what I mean? Repping like whatever you need, King. I'm out there.
Man, King, I appreciate it, man. And we just, I'm just following the blueprint that kings like you, kings like Rahh, everything that, shout out the whole OSG, big love from Watts all day. I just want to, follow the blueprint that y'all laying. I have no aspirations to be in the education field, but I have an aspiration to educate individuals. So we all are walking the same path in regards to our actual duties. And so I am honored and thankful to even, have a connection to y'all.
Right, man. Well, hey, brother, you already know you're a brother of mine. Appreciate you for tapping in, man. Go. I know you out there serving. You in the community. Do your thing, King. I tap in
all day. I appreciate y'all. Peace and love.
Salute. Yeah, man.
That's my guy.
That's that King, man. I don't know. Yeah. That's King talk right there, man.
Am I still lagging? Or are you good?
How you feeling out there, though, Rob?
Man, I'm good,
man. I'm thinking my connection. I got this school connection going on. I think I ain't paid a Wi-Fi bill or something, man. It's kind of laggy over here.
Yeah, nah, you good, man. But listen, I see you got some. I see your folks on, man. I see you coming with the box. You coming with the glossy interior with the OSG stamp. I see you got a 2-for-1 guest. I see the 2-for-1. You always sneaking in 2-for-1s, man. And it's just exciting. I see, man. I'm excited. I'm excited for your guests. But man, that box, man, I cannot wait to get my hands on that box. Rochelle, where is she in it? Rochelle, you did a number.
Yeah.
She did a number on that thing, man. That thing hot.
We got some things in that box, boy. We needed that bigger box to do some things in there, man. You said it though, Rahh. You said it, man. You had all type. You got buttons. You got all type of stuff. Like, we had to come crazy behind you. You feel me? You know what I mean? So it's only right, man. The big homie's a bestseller. None of that stuff mean nothing if it ain't bestseller. So you a bestseller, my boy.
Hey, man.
Nobody ever taking that from you.
No, you're right, man. I appreciate that. So who you got? Hey, wait. Before we bring in your guests, I mean, what y'all cooking up besides the box? You got Dennis over there at West Side. You got the big auditorium. I mean, what y'all cooking up over there, man? Y'all cooking up something.
Nah, it was all love. Ro came through. Rochelle Hahn, she came through and brung all of the stuff. And then Dennis had some stuff. He had to bring it. So, we had to phone Voltron in here right quick and put the box together, getting ready for my kids. Ro gonna do a lesson for my kids to show them how to pack the box, because I told everybody it's about the kids. I couldn't wait to have them a part of it. So the kids gonna be packing the boxes. They're gonna set up the Shopify. It's gonna be dope, man. So so that's why everybody here, man. Just a big celebration.
Hey, man, that's fire, man. That's fire. That's village energy right there, right? To be able to share the moment with your village. That's what it's about. That's what it's about, man. That's all love. That's all love. So who's our special guest? Who you got?
So I wanted to bring up a gentleman, man, Dr. Adele, and he had reached out to me before COVID, and it was some young doctors that wanted to just, be mentors to some of my kids that wanted to go into that field. And, COVID shut us down, but I had reached out to him not too long ago. I was like, listen, man, I heard one of my mentees want to be a doctor. He said, what? Give me his number. When I say Dr. Dill already on it, making sure the young king is good, it just was like, wow. So then when COVID hit, he reached out and he got some amazing things going on. So can we bring up Dr. Dell and his wife? I think both of them doctors too. Check this out, man. We about to flex right there. Yeah. Look, I got 2 doctors in the building, right?
Major flexing.
Hey, Mr. Cook, thanks for having us.
Yeah.
You know,
so can you guys tell me about the things you guys are doing? I'll be quiet now. I'll let you guys talk.
So, you know, first and foremost, I met Mr. Cook when I was in residency. I trained at Newark Beth Israel Medical Center. And Mr. Cook, thanks so much for having us there. I had a blast. You know, we did a lot of work with you. You know, I enjoyed the program working with you. And then, you know, as you know, we're here available at any time. So one of the things, you know, that my wife and I, we built about 3 different organizations at this point, right? Our focus is to work with the underserved community, the undocumented immigrants, and those that don't have access to healthcare, and even those that don't trust physicians, right? You know, and the question is how, right? How is it, you know, us physicians are able to do something like that? You know, when she and I were in the system, when I say in the system, right, I'm talking about training. I'm talking about going through residency, going through, you know, the years that we spend working, you know, 40 plus hours a week, you know, working with people. And I trained at Newark. So I learned very quickly, you know, a lot of the people, you know, that I took care of and I worked with, you know, they wanted to work with me. They wanted to do, you know, get better. They wanted to control their diabetes. They wanted to control their asthma. But the problem was, you know, one thing you learn working in those communities is that, you know, the income, right? You know, being able to get those medications for them, being able to, you know, get the stuff to them. You know, I had some patients that I took care of, you know, I would call them weekly. I'm like, hey, listen, you missed your appointment. What happened? He's like, you know, like, I don't have money for the bus to be able to get to the clinic, you know, like that's the stuff you learn. And I was like, you know, I got to do something about this. You know, when I'm done, I got to figure out a way where I can bring healthcare to the people, but do it at a cost that anybody could afford, right? So what does that mean, right? So my wife and I, we've built a system. It's called Mobile Medicine NJ. Essentially, we are a mobile practice. We work primarily, our focus is work primarily with underserved areas, people who are, who don't have access to services, who are uninsured, and we're able to provide them comprehensive preventive care. How, right? The big thing when it comes to medicine, it's all about cost, right? Like, you know, you get an MRI. First of all, you don't even know how much it's going to cost. This is the only business in the United States of America, right? Where you go in, you're like, or you call, hey man, I gotta get a HIV test done, or, you know, Hep C test done. I gotta get some blood work done. How much is it? If you haven't done it, I dare all of you to do it. The response is going to be, we don't know. We don't know what it is. It's because the system is set in such a way where you're not supposed to know what the pricing is. These people make up pricing after the testing is done based on whatever contracts they have. So I'm like, you know what? We're going to leave the system. So we built a system and we removed all the middlemen, and we just go straight to the labs, the imaging companies, right? And we're like, look, we're working with underserved people, working with people that don't have, a lot of resources. We want to get them to be able to get this testing done. So, you know, it took us about 5-6 months, 2 years of planning for me and her, and about 5-6 months to put it together. Now we work with people all over the state. I'm talking about Newark. I'm talking about Irvington. I got patients all over. I got patients in South Jersey, right? Where they don't have healthcare. So what we do is we charge a very small monthly membership fee where they can access us 24/7. That's one of the biggest gripes, right? When's the last time you call your doc? You're like, hey, you know, I gotta talk to you. Like, hey, you want to talk to the doc? You got to come in, right? You got to come in, and then the doc will talk to you. Or you're there trying to figure out, my sugar is 600. What do I do? So, you know, we give all our patients our cell phone numbers. They can call us, they can text us. We're available 24/7. But here's the kicker: when they need blood work done, those that don't have insurance, we can get a full comprehensive panel for prevention, like called blood count, liver test, kidney test, all of it for less than $20. Less than $20. To make it even crazier, we go to their house to draw the blood at no charge, right? How we're able to do that, right? So, you know, a lot of medicine is all about prevention. If you can prevent people from, you know, having these conditions, that develop into chronic diseases, you can prevent hospitalizations, you can prevent ER visits, right? You know, the other thing we can do, like MRIs, right? You're like, man, MRIs $4 grand. I was like, forget that. I'm gonna go straight to the imaging companies. Hey, listen, I got patients that need it, that needs an MRI. How much? Give me a number. They're like, there's some rules and regulations, but I got numbers for $375 for MRI, $250 for a CAT scan, right? I can get X-rays for $30, right? You can't beat that. So we've built the system, whether you have insurance or not. It's a literally concierge system. You need me or you need her, you call us, you text us. We are then and there, right? Whenever you need us. Let me give you a perfect example, right? I have a patient I'm working with right now. He's undocumented, right? He was afraid to even come to me. He was terrified, right? He's like, you're going to report me. I'm like, look, first of all, as a physician, my job is to work with you. My job is to take care of you. He's 23, he's from India. He's sick, right? And he's like, hey man, I have Hep C. I want to get it cured. If you get on the computer now, look it up. Hepatitis C cure, $85,000 to $95,000. That's the cure. How is this undocumented? He's undocumented, right? Immigrant who's working 80 plus hours a week. This guy is like, I know him so well now that I've made some house calls at his place, how much he works. He's working nonstop. I'm like, all right, you know what? Let's work with you to get a cure, right? So with the deals I got the blood work and the imaging, which would normally cost over $1,000. I got both of it for less than $150. Okay. This includes a hepatitis C genotype that could cost up to $600. Ultrasound that costs $300 because he's uninsured, and he doesn't have it. We're able to get them like, listen, this is what it is. You can come up with it. That's where we're going to do it. Right. And now the medications, we're working to get medications. We're this close to getting them. I'm pretty confident we're going to be able to cure his hepatitis C for $981. Wow. You tell me someone else who can cure Hep C for the reason I'm giving that example, this is how healthcare needs to be. This is the system, and it's doctors that decide, I'm going to leave the system. I'm going to work with people directly. And that's just one example. The other people that we work with, I teach all our patients, just like, Watts, he's talking about, you're teaching kids, about, IRAs. I wish someone taught me that stuff, man. To this day, I'm like sitting there trying to figure out, retirement and this and that. And I'm trying to work at it. Cause school, they teach you stuff that you don't use. Right. So I just loved hearing that part about, how with everything they're doing. I absolutely love it. I'm about to go on his website next, and I'm going to, definitely support everything he's doing. I think it's amazing. So, doctors themselves, we're so incentivized in the system, right? That now the system we have, I'm teaching my patients, just like, we're teaching young kids how to do stuff. I'm teaching my patients how to manage their asthma, how to manage their diabetes. Look, my job, physician, by definition, physician means teacher, right? You go back to the Latin thing. I'm a teacher. My wife, she's a teacher. She works she's Hispanic. She's from Ecuador, and she'll introduce herself. We work with people and we tell them, this is your diabetes. This is how much insulin to take. Oh, by the way, we get free insulin, right? We can get free insulin for our patients. And people are talking about how hard it is to get insulin, but we've built a system. You have insulin, we'll get it for you, and how it is. And my wife, she's primarily working with a lot of the Hispanic communities, those that speak primarily Spanish and those that are afraid of doctors and, don't go into it. And we are very similar in that sense.
So we actually met, I'm family medicine trained, and I trained in Camden, New Jersey. So it's southern New Jersey. And there's a lot of underserved, minorities, me being a minority, first generation, first doctor in my family, who, everyone texts me, oh, I need help with this. I don't know what to do about this. I have this rash. I have this thing going on. And I'm like, all right. I'll help you. Let's do what we can. So it's very gratifying and it's awesome to be able to help everyone I can. And thankfully, I met my husband when I was an intern and in Camden, and he was still in med school, and we just, we
nothing
clicked.
Like Grey's Anatomy, just an FYI.
But I didn't know, that it would, end up so well that we, complement one another, because I speak Spanish. I'm able to help with the Spanish speaking patients. And it's really awesome. I had a patient in the urgent care setting recently, and he had COVID, and he was scared, he's like anxious, what am I supposed to do? Like I'm anxious about my health. What do I do next? Am I going to have complications from COVID? Like, am I truly like out of my quarantine, he was like shocked that he, tested negative when he repeated, the test. So anyway, I gave him our information, and he was very serious about his health. They had found some things in the ER, like a fatty liver. They found, certain things in the CAT scan, even, a lung nodule, which we need follow-up, and he didn't have a primary care doctor. So I was like, okay, we got this. You don't have insurance. You speak Spanish. Like, it's like the perfect fit for us, and, he's really grateful, and I'm just like excited, to keep going and making sure that we, go out of our comfort zone and like learn so much more for the patient, so that we can continue to empower and educate and advocate, because that's what we're here for. That's our true mission, our true passion. We get excited about like, oh, we can do this. Like, we can get this diabetes controlled from, crazy high numbers to, oh my gosh, like my insulin, I don't need insulin anymore. There's patients that are, I think our patient is about 60 now, and she's like, oh my gosh, do I really need this insulin anymore? And we're like, no.
We got her off. Yeah.
We got you off. So it's really exciting. And I'm really proud of my husband, because he's worked really hard. And thank you, Mr. Cook.
It's a team effort. You're just being humble.
Yeah, no, but he's amazing.
So the other thing quickly, she and I also founded a nonprofit organization. We call it Garden State Street Medicine. And its mission is to provide free primary care and urgent care services, similar to what I'm doing now, for all the homeless and underserved people in the state of New Jersey, and those in shelters, for completely free. We are currently in the launching stages. We're in the process of collecting and getting a lot of medications, equipment. We have volunteers we brought in. We have physicians that love this concept, that are interested in it. So we are getting ready to launch, and our goal is to be out on the streets working with different organizations to provide. I'm talking about like, we have, again, I worked at Newark. I would have people coming in that are homeless with abscesses, infections, God knows what. My goal is to work with other physicians who are willing to take time out of their effort with no pay, completely volunteer time, to go work in the streets. And, Mr. Cook, you want to, once we're there, we're this close, I want to work with you. We get out to the streets. We work with churches, any organizations that want to work with us. And we're going to go out. We're going to provide free medications. If they have infections, we're going to try and treat them. There's so much stuff we can do. That's our mission. She and I launched it about a year ago. We've been doing a lot of planning, and we are this close. We should be out in the streets in a few months. And I think our focus is going to be Newark. I trained there. I have like a long history together, just an FYI, being young, there's a lot of stuff I went through in Newark, and I knew I wanted to go back there and I wanted to serve that community. So one of the reasons I chose to go back and do my training at Newark Bethesda Medical Center. And last thing we're doing, Mr. Cook, and I want to make history with you, Mr. Cook. We established an organization called Safely Open. And, if you looking it up at different schools, especially in Jersey, all these schools that are opening up, right, Mr. Cook, some got it figured out. A lot of them haven't gotten it figured out. We got outbreaks of COVID everywhere. And by the way, I do work in the hospital in the front lines. And I can say this, I am primarily managing COVID patients in the hospital. And every time we think numbers are getting better, not really. Last week, we were finally down to 30 patients, right? We're like, oh, that's amazing. This is from 500, by the way, when at its peak. A couple of days ago, back to 110, right? We have a lot of people coming in getting infected because schools are opening up, things are opening up, people getting COVID fatigue. So, what we've done is I work with a group. My wife and I work with a group, and I call their supermind. I call him a genius. His name is Zain Ali. He's very good at looking at complex things and being able to simplify them. So what we did was we spent quite a few time working with organizations and schools that have been open that never closed. And they have close to 100% COVID protection with no intra-school transmission. We've been working with them. We've been learning how to prevent COVID from spreading within schools, and working with Zain Ali, we have come up with a very simple system that you can actually scale, you can utilize at schools to prevent spread. This is not something we've made up. We've done in-person research, we've done training, we have a team ready to go. Something like this, And people are like, hey, you know, you're doing something like this, how much you're going to charge, right? You're going to charge money. Guess what? No cost. Because the focus, we are not charging the schools anything. Because what's our desire? Look, I'm an immigrant. I am where I am from where? Public education. Every day a public school is closed or they have to quarantine everyone and close it, right? We have a lot of these kids, you know, students who are underserved. They're missing out versus all these people in the rich areas. Like I was blown away when I found out that these guys have been open. So we've come up with a system and we want to work with schools and Mr. Cook, I want to make history with you. I'm not joking. I'll make history with you. And I think you and us, all of us, we can work together and we can get these schools open in a simplified manner that we provide testing, we provide contact tracing, we provide a simplified system that will allow the schools to be able to monitor, track, weekly test their students. And I want to work with you. We want to work with you. We want to make history, not only in Newark, but in the state of New Jersey.
I thank you for that, man. I mean, when I asked you to come, I didn't know you was going to drop all these bombs on us, but it's good because my brother Rahh is out there in LA. You know how crazy it is, but you know, with their cases. So thank you both. I look forward to making history with you guys. We're definitely going to talk offline. Thank you. You got amazing comments in the comment section, but thank you guys for coming, for chilling with me on a Friday night. So
Thanks
thank
for
you.
having us. This was so much fun. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much, guys. Take care.
Right. Yeah, Rahh. You know, I wanted to just share some of the thoughts because my New York folks that's on here, I see all my New York principals. You know, I'm sure. I think you never talked about you opening up, Rahh. Y'all about to open up? How's it going out there in California?
Yeah. So we're about to open up. So we're gonna transition from elementary or early childhood, elementary, middle, high school. So our school is set to open up late April. So we'll be in a hybrid model late April, around tentatively April 26th. Tentatively right now, we haven't got a definitive date. So April 26th, we're looking to open up, man. And you know, I've been having my kings come up to the school, been having some of our students come up to the school just off the top, and it is. I'm not gonna lie, man. It is good. It is good to see some of our babies, man. You know, it's good to open up and, you know, see them go hoop a little bit. You know what I mean? See them just a smile on their face because, you know, the virtual was cool. Well, you know, just seeing that, it brought me some joy. I would not be honest with you if I say that it didn't. You know, there's risk, there's all that, but it brought me some joy just to see and feel them again. You know what I mean? So cases is crazy still out here though. You know, cases are crazy. So we don't know. We tentatively late April, but you know, you just do this. You know? That's what
we supposed to be the 12th round. I think New York is right along with us. I think some of the babies are going back, but we going to the hybrid model April 12th. So we're gonna have our spring break right before it, and then we're gonna open up. We just gonna see. I think dress rehearsal's over. Let's see what we're working with. So, you know, I got Dr. Dill and his team, and I got some other folks. We're gonna figure it out. I mean, most importantly, I want the kids to be safe, but I also want to make sure that we're doing it for the right reasons. You know what I'm saying? Because our boy Chivy, he put up there, he said it's amazing how everybody's forcing teachers to go back into classrooms just to teach virtually.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Like, because everybody think it's going to be back to normal. No, the teacher's going to be on a computer teaching kids that's on a computer in the room and kids at home on a computer.
And that's so weak, right? That's so weak. You know, it's so weak when you think about just the dynamic of that, right? Of you're pretty much virtual. Your stationary virtual setting. And like with our data, just to be transparent, like our data out of my school, probably we had 28% that said they were willing to come back right now, which is, you know, 1/4 pretty much of our school that wants to come back on a hybrid model, especially high school. When they hear that you're going to be for us, I don't know how they hear you're going to, for our high school, they talking about being in the classroom for 6 hours. Like you can't even go. You 6 hours and you just locked in on your computer. They was like, nah, I bet I can't even go to the refrigerator when I want to no more. I can't even, you know. So it's a different world, you know. But Yeah, man, we're gonna see, man. That part, those things are just not well. You know what I mean? That's not well, but you know, we in this thing, man. It's what we do. So
It's
we'll figure it
time.
out.
It's time, and like you said, like I'm gonna try. I want to get in trouble because I know we on live, but I'm gonna try to see, because I got like a fourth of my building as well, like a quarter of my building. It's coming back, but I think that they still think it's gonna be business as usual. So I'm gonna do what I have to do to let them know just the realities of it. Like Han said in the chat, it's never going to be the same. You know?
Yeah, it's never gonna be the same. It's never, and I think that's really important, right? And I think it's on us, and even the big brother Dame said it too. You know, life as we know it, especially in education, no longer exists. So being the pioneers, being the trailblazers, like we got to kind of create this. What you say? What the name of your session was the new normal. You know what I'm saying? Focus on love, the new normal, and I think figuring out this new normal, because even in many cases, going back to once was on a macro, we don't want to go back to that anyways. You know what I mean? Obviously, those things weren't working on a macro level. So, you know, it always, I don't know how you feeling. Again, I know we lied, but you know, it's a lot of things working hard to get it back to that normal on a macro level. You know what I mean? And I think for us, you know, trying to see something and try to work with something that's a little different. I don't know about you, but I'm trying to make our hybrid model really unique, and engaging and just different, because obviously, you know, the powers that be just think like, hey, get back in the building and it's business as usual. And it's like, no, this is not there's nothing usual about this, you know. So we'll figure it out though.
Yeah, I was speaking with Dr. Captain, Captain Kirk, Principal Captain Kirk. She's on here. I was speaking with her team today, and we were talking about, you know, some of the things that we've been doing, and it's so crazy, right? Like I know that there's learning loss with math, right? So I partner with got Khan to come in and say, Cook, all your kids got to do is be on there 30 minutes a week. 30 minutes a week. And I'm not talking about you put it on right here and you go play video games. I'm talking about an honest 30.
Yeah, good 30.
You wouldn't believe all of the, you know, how they can catch up, right? So Rahh, I say, kids ain't gonna listen. Yo, Rahh, I threw the bag at them. I said, yo, I'm gonna pay y'all. Your first 30, I'm giving you $25 gift cards, right? Then as we do these raffles, I'm gonna give out $100. Yo, Rahh, I was giving out Oculus and PlayStation 5s. We found a PlayStation 5. Do you know I got kids that don't even touch it, Rahh? It's like I
bought a PlayStation 5 too, man, and it was just like, dang, you know. But that, I think it also says the level of, man, the impact of trauma that exists, the impact of like critical hope that's happened. You know, I always say that we're in positions to give voice to the voiceless, help to the helpless, and hope to the hopeless. You know what I mean? And you know, you talk about 30 minutes. Listen, you talked about gift cards, you talked about PlayStation 5s, and you talking about they still didn't get to the 30. You know what I'm saying? That means like, and you know, that's something deeper, because you know the PlayStation 5, that's off the top. Like, oh, I get on 30 minutes. That's all you want. That's off the top. So there's this level of, it's different, right? We gotta wait. What worked before in person is a lot different. You know, somebody in art, it's like 30 minutes. You can't do 30 minutes, but it's like, you know, it's a lot of different factors, man. And I think we got it there.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
I wonder, man, like I had to check myself, because I'm like, yo, you can do better, Ak. Like, you know, man, you can do better. And I'm like, you know what? I'm a coach. I seen some of my own kids on there. I said, you know what? You know how much money I spend on athletics? You know how much money I spend? I said to all the coaches, if y'all don't get their butts on there, first of all, I wanted 30 minutes back from February when we started to April 12th. That's 10 weeks. If y'all don't get me 300, I'll shut all these programs down. And I spend, you know, I need some equipment for the Dame Dash Studios. I'll shut this whole thing down. I want all of mine. But I just don't want to enable them, Rahh, because it's like, I know we all they got, but sometimes we sit back and was like, they got it. No, all right. You want me to micromanage? Let me get back to that, Cook, because I can micromanage. We hate to do it, but
Come on, man. Not after I'm shelling out all of these resources for you guys. You're not gonna keep doing that to me, man. So I think we got to do more too, Rahh.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, man. I think because we in a different environment, so we got to lead. We got to lead uniquely and different. Like, you know how Apple got think different, but we got to lead different. You know what I mean? Like OSG, we're a different breed. So, you know, the ultimate pivot, like my boy Professor Williams say, like, you know, everybody, while every other principal is doing the pivot, we're doing the Euro step, right? Like we still gliding to the rim. And I think the Euro step when it comes to leading during the pandemic is what you just said, is like, all right, bet, you know, there's some struggles. Let me figure out this different way. Let me Euro this step, because the direction I was going in, it has something that was impeding the progress. So now I got to shift. And that may be like, hey, yo, we got to hit some metrics. Yo, we got to hit some trackers. Yo, like I need to know if those 20 students at least got me 15 minutes. Like at least like by Tuesday, I need it by Tuesday. Right. Like, and it's like, yo, Rahh, you ain't usually like that. I know we ain't usually in the pandemic. Right. So it's like that impact. We gotta really be on that read and react type of things. You know, I play football, so it's, you know, that A gap may not be there. So we gotta now read and react, and we gotta be on point with that, and we gotta have our squad on point. I know you say all the time, match my fly. Well, you gotta match my Euro step. You gotta be able to pivot, adapt. You gotta be able to be something that is not your normal self. You gotta be able to, you know, be the Wakanda of your classroom, you know, so you got to do that. So I think you nailed it.
Yeah, I love that. You talking about adaptive leadership and how we have to, you said.
Oh, they just like, look at that, man. That box right there is so cold, man.
Focus on the love, baby.
Focus on the love. Right there.
You know, shout out to the RZA, man, Dennis McKeezy. But yeah, man, that adaptive leadership, man. You said it, man. Because you know what kills me too. It'd be a lot of even my assistant soups, not mine specifically. I don't want to get in trouble, but my superintendent, all of them, they all be like, when I was a principal, if you wasn't a principal during the pandemic, I don't want to hear that. Keep that to yourself, bro, because you ain't in this fight with me. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Adaptive leadership, situational leadership, and authentic leadership, right? I think those are important right now. And I think like even at the hierarchy of leadership, when it comes to assistants, directors, whatever the case may be, you know, truly being empathetic during this time. Not saying that we need to be, you know, handheld, or we need that, you know, victim. No, but it's just understanding that you never sat in the seat of a whole entire 12 months of virtual leadership. Like, you haven't done that. So even if you're trying to say, well, if I was, that if still you haven't felt it. Like, you know, hey, listen, I don't know about you. Like when you were an assistant principal, there was all it's totally different. You can talk, you know, you got assistant coach. I bet every assistant coach probably like, man, I'm be a way better head coach, right? But it's not until you are in the head coach seat, when you looking over and ain't nobody else, you the head coach. You are your foot is like, it's on you. It's a different feeling. So although you may be the assistant soup, and you're having these critical conversations about what you would do and what you think from the balcony approach, you got to have some empathy, because you haven't been in that seat. You haven't been on that stage singing in front of the crowd and understanding that, yo, this is a different type of game we're playing, right? And I think it's important to have that while you still, not saying that you can't have those conversations, but that needs to be part of the conversation with how you lead with situational and adaptive leadership.
Absolutely, man. Shout out to April. I see she said she had a shooting by a school. So be safe out there, Queen. We appreciate you. All the love. And I heard Marie too, man. They've been shooting at Marie school. So we like the doctors talked about it, man. That COVID fatigue is real, man. And now it's getting hot out here, Rahh. I know I seen you out there with the shorts. I seen you out there with the threes. I seen you out there, right? Yeah, but it was hot today. So when it's hot like this, Rahh, you hot all the time. When it get hot on this East Coast, it start to get thick, man. So right now, man, it's about 84 degrees today. And it was like 60 yesterday. So it's like, it's gonna be a little tricky, man. Yeah, man.
And we got to prepare for that, because, you know, out here, similar, the summers, it comes, man. The summer nights, you know, and, you know, that's why Lights On exists, is to try to protect and save our babies. So So we got to, you know, we got to prepare for all those different things. You know, preparation is so important right now. And everybody in here, the whole OSG family, you know, be safe, be courageous, be loving, focus on the love. You know, where that box at, man? Can we? Hey, hey, that box right there. Hey, Ak. It looked like some air ox is coming in that thing.
That's what I said. That's what I was saying. April said I was thinking about it, but I was like, nah. I said I could fit some small shoes in here, man.
Man, them look like some air ox coming in the mail, man. Oh man.
Wait a minute. D told me take my socks off. Wait a minute. D told me, let me see. I got these 16. You feel me? You heard me? My boy.
Hey, I'm telling you, the air ox there. I'm telling you, man, the air ox, man. I'm telling you. Hey, listen, somebody from OSG gonna come out with some shoes and a book, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna be some Air Aprils. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, they told me open it up, man. You see? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? It's love out here, man.
Hey, that interior is so clean, man. That gloss, that OSG. Yo, listen.
Rochelle Hines, man. Rochelle Hines. I said I wanted some freaky Zeke, and she came with something freaky Zeke. You heard me?
So listen, for those, everybody here, we're gonna need you. We're gonna need y'all to do this. We're gonna need y'all to share this out, post after this pod. Share this out, you know, share this out because it's OSG love. Y'all listen, holla at Rochelle. She is a brilliant. Listen, man. Y'all, that right there says it's top dollar platinum plaque. Rochelle thing.
Yo, shouts out to my boy Shah Live too. My boy Shah Live with the design, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, man,
that's it. Man. Hey, and I know, man. Look it, I'm excited. I always say it. Just the village. I see Principal Captain Kirk. You know, Fia, but you know, I think definitely right now got to give flowers to everybody who did done the show, but Rochelle gets the flowers for that box right there. But that says number one.
Red bottoms. You heard me? They said OSG red bottoms. Fia.
yeah, OSG red bottoms for sure, man. That interior, man. Woo!
Hey, Rob, man. Like you being humble, my boy. Like, can you tell everybody what's in your box, please? Because you set the trend. Tell everybody what you got in your box, Rob.
All right, so listen, in the box, we got the book. We got the hold on. Let me set. We got the book.
Yeah. Do that. I'm gonna set the tone. So my boy Rahh, he set the tone, man. Look. Check him out. Yeah, I see the revolutionary educator in the background. Stay hungry. Shout out the Baller Bellies. I hollered at the king today. But yeah, man, why he doing that, man? Intermission, man. Check us out. Intermission.
Intermission. So you know, we got the book. You got the book in the box. Right. We got the book.
Got the book. Best-selling book.
Best-selling book. You get the little journal, okay? So you can put your bars. If you, where Principal Bars at? Put your bars in there.
I see Keena Sock Boogie in the chat.
Yeah, put your notes. You know what I mean? Your evaluation, your thoughts, your revolutionary thoughts. And you might want to write down some of the revolutionary quotes you get from the Revolutionary Educator app. If you haven't downloaded the app, go download the app. Then you get the fly I Am the Revolution shirt. You know what I mean? Because you got to be the revolution. You know, you get. Dang, is that it? Man, I think that's.
Nah, you had buttons. Oh
yeah, I got buttons.
You had the pen.
I got buttons in there. I got stickers. I have buttons and stickers. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you know, my wife got everything in a certain area. I don't want to mess it up. You know, my wife got it organized.
Yeah, you got the paper, you got the stickers on top of it. Yeah, man. So Rahh set the bar high, man. So don't let he trying to be humble, y'all. Like this box ain't come out of nowhere. We called Rahh, got the dimensions, was like, okay, Rahh dimensions. Let's, you know what I mean? I ain't know Ro was coming with the shoe box. I ain't know my foot can fit on there. You feel me? But yeah, man, that's how we do it. So I don't know who next. I know Action got something, Malik writing. I seen Fia working on something. We said Jacko. So I don't know who next, but Sean 399. Like Dennis got the book coming out. So yeah, we working, man. So I'm expecting every box. You set it started that one. The next box gonna be crazy, and we're gonna keep pumping out these bestsellers. But more importantly,
I do say this though.
All about the kids.
I say, I know because I'm gonna write me another book. I know who's designing my next box. I know who's designing my next box. I know that. Bro. With this, send the invoice. Let's just send the invoice. You know what I mean? Like that is fire, man. It's fire. So, man, I just listen, everybody, we focus on the love. We got Ak coming up next. We got big things, man. I'm excited. And then everybody else, I hope everybody knows the higher, and Ak, listen, from Oprah to Ellen, dude, the higher we push everybody, the more you break through the levels, it just leads a pathway for everybody else. So we want you to continue to anchor. We want to continue to elevate you as you start to have your countdown come up, because we know as you break through those levels and power through them and knock down with the studio, with the Shopify, with all those, it's only gonna spread love from coast to coast. That's what it is.
Yeah, and we got season 2 Ask Dr. Riley coming soon. Obviously, yes. West Side Ave. Man, we got part 2, Talk with Grit with April coming soon.
Hey, hold on. Let's rewind to Talk with Grit. Let's rewind to Talk with Grit. April came with it. If y'all haven't, go watch the replay on OSG YouTube. Download the OSG app. But the Talk with Grit, Just go look at the intro video and you're going to be inspired. You got April hitting the bag. You know what I mean? You got April doing the push-ups. Yo, that was fire. I can't wait to tap in with part 2. We got the OSG Lioness. Man, it's so much to look forward to, man.
No doubt, man. This is Rahh, man. It's always love when we get together, man. Hats off to the King Watts for coming through. Dr. Dell and his beautiful wife, Diana, they came through, man. This is another awesome show, man. I thank you for holding me down while I was going through my board of Wi-Fi issues. They like, oh, yeah, you want to wash and dry, well, your Wi-Fi going to suck. So you feel me? So I appreciate you holding me down. Dennis and Ro, they're in the background. Wait a minute. We got the RZA about to come in. He got to say his parting words.
Where you at? Where you at?
Rahh, fam, you already know, man. You already know it's all love, man. It's all love. Yes. This is what OSG stands for. And you know what? You set the bar real high, and we just gonna only keep getting bigger and better, man. So thank you so much, Rahh, for setting it off. You know what I'm saying? You set it off. So, I'm happy. I'm happy that Ak is happy. Rochelle definitely put her foot in this one, and it's only the beginning. So shout out to Rochelle. I know she's in the chat. Shout out to you, Rahh. Shout out to all our guests who came tonight. And again, OSG forever. OSG forever.
Yeah, man. That thing right there. And shout out to you, Dennis, because you the visionary, man. Blaze. Like
that's some serious. Listen, man, y'all doing your thing.
Yeah. That's it. Pull the shit out. Yeah, pull that up, because this right here, this is history, y'all. This history right here. That box.
Gotta keep setting that ball higher, man. I love it, man. The whole family. Focus on the love, man.
Focus on
revolutionary educators, focus on the love. That's beautiful, bro. That's beautiful, man. Let's keep setting that ball high, B. That's love right there. Man.
Now, you know how it is, though, man. This is what it's all about. This is what we represent. And so, we'd be remiss if we didn't, again, shout out the entire OSG family.
Bring them up. We're Lydia.
But we got to bring up
Lydia and Smitty. Come on in before we do the shout outs. Come on,
Lydia. Come on, Smitty.
Let's go.
There she is. What you wearing there, Lydia? What you wearing there?
I got a little shiny.
There's a lot of stunting going on today. Where my man Smitty? Where my man Smitty?
Smitty is having technical difficulties, so he's not on screen. So I'm gonna hold it down.
He said my Wi-Fi lock. Hey, Smitty, you set me up. That probably was your Wi-Fi,
man. Nah, man. But I think Lydia. When we do stuff like this live, man, things happen. But you know what? When you talk about talented individuals like you and Smitty, and then you got, hosts like Rahh and Akbar. It's going to turn out the way it's supposed to turn out. So shout out to the entire OSG family that's just been blowing up the chat all night long. Uncle Lays, man, you already know how we set it off every single time. And you know what? And you know what, Lays? It don't be games, man. This is exactly how we feel about these dudes, man. Each and every day, this is how we feel about Rahh and how we feel about Ak, and definitely the whole OSG family. But
I call you a visionary for a reason, because you see it, you saw it, you said this is what it's going to be. That's why I call you the visionary extraordinaire for that purpose. Like, we don't need nothing. We need us and us together. That's how we going to get it done. All that talent is there. I've seen this before. I've envisioned this in the past. This is like everything that ever happened, with the exception, it's about these kids. That's one thing in hip hop. As much as we influenced the world, we didn't go, you know what, let's just stay on these kids and influence these kids. Now you got the opportunity every year to do something great for our community and our kids. So we don't have to look to nobody else to fix us. We can fix us right here. We can set the mold, set the plane right here. So that's what's great about this team, man. And I have never seen anything, so many smart people in one room just really put it together. And we ain't even all been in the same room yet. I can't wait to see that.
Speaking of smartest, the smartest one in the room just stepped in there.
Oh, I saw it creeping.
That beautiful girl in this live
the smartest
stream.
one in the room just stepped in here. What's going on?
She's like, I'm putting the battery in Daddy back. That's what she's doing. I see her back there. What up, beautiful? What up, gorgeous? How you?
Good.
That's what it's about, man. It's like, we don't do this like in the room. The smartest one in the room. We're not doing this for us, man. It's her. It's the legacy. OSG legacy. That's what it's about. That's what the legacy is about. It's for ours, so that we don't have to protest no more. If we get it ahead of time, we proactively deal with it ahead of time. Then what we protesting for? We set the mode ahead of time. And it's about time that our community does that, set those modes ahead of time, so that in the next generation, our kids and families are taken care of. Salute to you, Easy Breezy, for seeing this vision. And also, now y'all got to learn to be special now. Don't be out there doing nothing whack. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? And be hard to get to a little bit too. If it ain't the kids, make sure that when they try to get at you, make them wait a little bit. Go first to the kids, but everybody else got to wait. We special. OSG, salute.
I want to again wish a happy anniversary week to the whole OSG family. The whole OSG family. Again, happy anniversary week. All of next week, man. Do your best to just continue to represent OSG. Post. Let everybody know what the family's all about, man. Congratulations to all of us who made this happen. Lydia, thanks again. Thanks, Smitty. I know, it's again the behind the scene things that mean all the world to us. So shout out to you guys. And again, I'm gonna leave Ak and Rahh to wrap us up and get us out of here.
No, I'm good. Rahh know what it is. It's all love, man. It's all love.
All love. And I think this is the ending.
Speaking of love. Speaking
all
of love.
revolutionary leaders, focus on
the love. OSG. That's what's up, y'all. Good night.
Salute.